Okay. All right. I think we're live. Welcome everybody to another edition of Poshmark Talk. I'm Andy, the Parrot Picker, and with me is Lauren and Tonya. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Hey everybody, I'm Tonya, also known as Thrifty Treasures here on YouTube.
Hi everybody, I'm Lauren, also known as Hot Chic Thrift on YouTube.
Cool. All right. Today, thanks for joining me, guys. I did send out an open invite to to a few other people, so they may pop in. I'm not sure if they will or not, but the invite was out there to them. Anyway, we're just gonna answer some of your questions, kind of talk about Poshmark a little bit. I'm probably the new guy still to this, so I'm still learning some things, but I've been on there about three and a half months now, so definitely getting my feet wet and doing pretty well. I think yesterday I had 3 sales over there, so I was really happy. And I got my very first what did they call it? I shared it with you yesterday. I'm so new to this, I can't remember. It was a host pick on my closet. So oh my gosh, my stuff totally blew up. They shared one of my items last night.
I must have missed that. That's awesome. Congratulations.
So I was super happy about that. So never had that happen before. So actually that'll be my first question. What is the advantage of getting a host pick?
Wow.
Lauren, since you're a resident expert.
So if you get a host pick, there's a special page in the parties. Like if you open up a party while it's going on, and it shows everything that was a host pick. So you're kind of featured, like you have a featured item in the party.
What was the item, Andy?
It was just a pair of shoes, and I can't remember if they were like the Echo, the ECCO shoes, or they were they were either an Echo shoe, an Allen Edmonds shoe, or like a Cole Haan shoe. I can't remember. All I remember is the shoe was black. So if you guys go to my closet, click on the men's shoes, you'll see there's a whole bunch of comments on there about getting the host pick. It was one of them pairs of shoes. I don't even remember, but yeah, my thing completely blew up last night. Every time I looked at my phone, I was like, "Oh my god!" So that was just something totally new to me. So, one of the other things, I did have somebody else also reach out to me about a host pick, but they said they couldn't do my thing because they said my closet wasn't compliant. Do you know what that would be exactly?
Yes.
What?
It depends what you have listed in there. There must have been something listed in your closet that's not allowed on Poshmark.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe you have a link. Like I don't know what you linked to.
Oh yeah, I don't have any links to anything. But yeah, I mean it's possible. I have some.
Look at your closet and probably tell you if you guys want while we're chatting.
Andy, some people in the chat are asking if your shoes sold, the host pick one.
No, they didn't, but I think I did get a couple offers, but they were really lowballed. I've had several lowball offers lately. I see Steve and Steph, the Resale Killers, are in the chat. I did send you guys a link if you guys want to jump in here, Steve and Steph. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I got a lot of, I guess so being a host pick is actually a good thing because you get a ton of activity and stuff like that on your account. That's for sure. So yeah, I was hoping to wait. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I said I was hoping to actually wake up this morning with maybe a sale or something that somebody might have perused my account or something like that and would have bought something else. But just basically had a few lowball offers. But I'm okay with that. Like I said, yesterday I had 3 Poshmark sales over there. I think that's the most I've had in one day. So I was definitely happy with getting those. So it's steady over there. How have your sales been over there, Tonya?
Oh, well, I was having a lot of fun at first, but it's really slacked off a lot for me. That's for sure. But real quick, I wanted to ask, so how did you get notified about the host pick? Did they email you or they sent you a notification through the app?
Yeah, I got a notification on the app. I believe it was probably whoever the host was actually sent me a message. I think that's how that came. I can't remember because like I said, my phone completely just blew up last night. It was crazy.
So exciting.
Yeah,
I mean, it was exciting. The thing is, I was like, you guys that know me, you guys know I'm up. I work a full-time job, and I'm up extremely early in the morning, so I go to bed early. And it was during the men's style party last night. So on Mondays, they always do a men's style party. I usually try to list on that party because I feature a lot of men's clothing. and I can list, I can share almost my entire closet during that party. But it was just one of those things. I was tired. I was off all day Monday. I was trying to get caught up on a bunch of stuff. I've been horrible about getting anything listed lately. I think even just this last week, I think I only listed like 2 items on Poshmark. So, I mean, I've just been extremely busy and just haven't got nothing done. So I'm getting ready to go to bed. I showered early, go to bed, and then my phone is just blowing up. And I'm like, I am not going to get to sleep now. It was crazy. And I couldn't turn it off because I used my phone for an alarm. So it was just kind of, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I was like, I got 2 hours of this because, you know, typically those parties run for like 2 hours. So but it was still a lot. It was still really cool to, you know, just out of all the people that sell out on there and stuff, that somebody actually found my closet and someone that I didn't know. But if they're watching this, I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing my stuff. It was really cool. So, you know, it's just one of those things, I guess, with like selling on eBay that like you don't get that kind of excitement or that engagement. You know, so that is definitely one of the things I do enjoy with Poshmark is sometimes, you know, you feel a little more involved.
Yes.
Right. Do you have an iPhone, Andy?
No, I just have I got a Samsung S7.
I was going to show you how to turn off the notifications if your alarm's still working.
Oh, okay. I could probably do it on here. It's just one of those things. If I start flicking off stuff, more than likely I'm going to flick off the wrong thing and then I'm going to be in trouble. So.
Oh, hey, there's Duane. Hey, Duane.
Hey, there's Duane. Awesome. How you doing, Duane? Welcome. Can you hear us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just soaking it all in, you know,
cool.
Making sure I got everything turned down.
Cool, awesome. I will add Duane's closet to our description too, and you guys got to check Duane's closet out. He's got some really nice. Duane's photos are really nice. You know, I know a lot of you guys give me, you know, a lot of credit and this and that about, but Duane takes really good. I really like Duane's photos, and I've never seen Duane's stuff until he got on Poshmark, and I like how Duane does his stuff. They look very nice. All your stuff looks very nice, bud.
Wow, thank you.
It does.
Definitely.
I think it looks horrible, but you know, I'm my worst critic. So.
Your background looks good. All that stuff all looks good. So yeah, definitely. I like it. Okay, Steve and Steph said that they would love to pop in, but today is naked listing day. Oh yeah, we do not want to see Steve on naked listing day.
Yeah.
So I found your non-compliant items. Well,
you
Murphy
did.
Esky found them for us actually.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you, Murphy.
One of them is your bear.
Now see, and I've sold
I saw that.
I've sold a couple plush, yeah, because I think I have that FAO Schwartz bear, and then I have that I have a Disney Duffy bear, I believe, on there.
And the coffee mug.
Really? Now, see, I've been selling coffee mugs on there too, which is crazy because I kind of look at it as an office.
Really?
Yes. You're not supposed to.
Yeah. So I mean, because I kind of look at it as like an office item. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of.
I'm probably gonna go to Posh jail for this on YouTube and get mean comments. But my advice for you, if you want to do that, open a separate account.
Okay.
Because you spend time building this one up.
I gotcha. Okay. No, that's great information.
Push you, like the better compliance and everything. If you're following all the rules, you get pushed up.
Definitely.
So just have like a crappy account that you list that stuff on that has like 100 followers.
I couldn't possibly have another account that I would have to take and keep tabs on. It would drive me nuts. So, okay.
Because then if you ever get reported, it won't matter.
What's that?
Then if you ever get reported, it's not going to matter because you still have your main account that you do most of your stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and that's really important, right?
Yeah, I have a couple Poshmark accounts because I'm so worried about it. So like, I think I have 3, maybe 4.
Wow.
How do you handle that? Is it like don't you have like multiple eBay accounts as well?
Mm-hmm. I'm paranoid. I'm one of those.
Now, do you sell on like Mercari or Etsy or any of those places?
I have accounts. I've sold like 3 things on Mercari, but I just don't have the patience when it falls off. Don't they fall off after like a week or 2 weeks or something on Mercari?
They keep wanting you to drop the price. Like, they'll send you a notification to drop the price, and your price just keeps dropping.
Like, I don't have the time to sign in there. Like, if I get a notification that something's sold, that's the only time I go in there. And
I always forget about it too.
I don't.
And I do Mercari because it's so. When I'm doing cross posting to Poshmark, it's so easy just to do Mercari the same way. I mean, the only difference really is you got a little bit shorter title. You only got like
even
40
shorter
characters.
title than Poshmark.
Well, I never remember which one's which. It's 40.
Oh my
40
God, Poshmark's title is so short. And so
Yeah,
It
you got
doesn't
40
matter
characters.
though. It doesn't matter. Put things in your description because it shows up in the search.
right. And that's what I've been doing. Is
Title
I've been
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
out things that don't need to be there, like, if it's a pair of jeans, women's, because they're going to search that way through category. Then I put that into the description. So,
But I put if I can't fit in my title, I put the print. If I have a certain plaid print, I put that in the description. I put button up, all that kind of stuff if it won't fit in my title, because if people are searching for that, it'll still pull even if it's in your description.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of been trying to change mine up a little bit like that as well, because like you said, it does pull from the Google search, correct?
Yes, it'll pull from there too. So.
wow. See, and I just cut and paste my whole description from eBay right into Poshmark. So any keywords that were in eBay are going to be in Poshmark in the description, if not the title.
Yeah, that's basically exactly how I do mine, Glenn. Or not Glenn, but Duane.
My
I'm
gosh,
sorry. I was just reading Glenn's little comment on the side. He wrote "bad handy" up to the side. So
sure, whatever. You don't show up for one reseller six pack show, and I'm lost. Nobody remembers me.
You're hard to forget.
We missed you. It was a wild show.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard. I need to go back and watch it. I never watch them. So.
Yeah, it was interesting. I had to put a disclaimer in the chat at the end.
All right, then.
That's awesome. All right. So, do you guys got any questions? So, I mean, if anyone has any questions in the chat, fire them away. If you guys got stuff that you guys want to hit, that'd be awesome.
I have something fun to share.
I got a notebook, so.
I got this pretty necklace I have on Poshmark the other day. Hold on, I'll take it off and hold it up so you guys.
What does it say? Does it say something on it?
Oops, it has my hair stuck in it. It's a Tiffany necklace.
Oh, wow.
It's so cute.
Wow. Is it an apple?
$50. It's just a little
heart
cake necklace. I can't get it to stay still, sorry.
Oh, I love it.
But it's my new favorite one, I think, at least for this month. And then I figure I'll resell it when I get sick of it.
Right, I do the same thing.
Wow.
They want to know if they can share closets in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. On my channel, you guys are more than, if you guys got a closet, you're in this chat, you guys want to throw it out there, be my guest. And this will show up later, I'm sure. So
yeah, then we can look back on it and follow you guys too. So
definitely. Yep, I have no problem with that at all. So you guys feel free to share away. I mean, that's the one thing nice with Poshmark is everybody does share closets. But and with that being said, actually, one of my questions, though, was a complete opposite of that. Somebody actually asked a question. Wait a minute. It says, does anyone know the best way to unfollow? I only want to follow people I know or like.
Oh, that's what I do. It's not to unfollow. You're just going to have to.
You have to do it one person by one person?
Yep. Do it on the desktop. It's way faster.
Okay.
But if you know who you want to follow,
I got
you're good. On a desktop, it's way easier.
So is that going to look bad on your account that, hey, I followed 12 people, but I've got 2,000 people following me?
No.
Oh, okay.
As long as you're active and you're sharing other people's listings and engaging, you're fine.
Okay.
And I share listings tons every day because I shop so much on there too, even though I'm selling. So if I see stuff and I'm not going to buy it, but I like it, I share it out.
Gotcha. Okay, that's awesome.
Oh, I have a question. So and I've noticed that you can share it. What if you share the ones that are not for sale? Like Meet the Posher. Does that actually share or no?
I missed half that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
in your closet you have the Meet the Posher little display, whatever the heck it is. And if you share that to other people, does that share that, not share the closet, but share that listing with them?
Yes, anyone that follows
Even
you.
though as a person.
Yep.
Okay.
And I actually put a lot of detail into mine because I feel like people want to know who they're buying from. So I have like my name and like my hobbies, and the brands I'm interested in.
It's a good idea.
I'm way too antisocial
my
for that.
dogs. My babies.
Awesome. So have you been doing over there, Duane? Have you been doing pretty decent since you've been over there, or just kind of steady?
Not even. I don't know. I don't know. I sold 4 or 5 is all. I don't know. You know, I don't put a lot of effort into it. I mean, I'll share like once a week. I'll sit down and just like share 10 of everybody that I'm following.
Right.
And I'm only following like 60 people, so you know. But I figure, you know, 600 shares.
Yeah, I literally have to write down all your guys' like closet names because I have no, or I'll like see like when one of you guys has shared my stuff. I was like, oh wait, okay, Duane shared my stuff. It's like I gotta make sure because I have like so many. I cannot find all these people, and I've lost like some people too that is like that used to share my stuff or that you know. I mean, they're YouTubers or they're friends of our chat or whatever. You know, I mean, and so I always try to make sure I'm sharing those people. But then I lose them, and then we have so many people that that you follow or what have you. It's just like, okay, I can't remember what their store was.
So I have a tip for that.
Okay.
So what you do is you like let's say Carla, Princess Casserole, for example. She just recently joined, and so I like to see what Carla's doing. I want to follow my friends, and so I liked her Meet the Posher picture. And so see that way when I go in, and I have to a bunch of stuff to share. I can at least share my friends' things than just strangers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just go to my likes, and that way I can find everybody real fast. That I know.
Okay. So because you liked her Meet the Posher thing, that always just shows up under.
Right. So that's why I very rarely like anything. I'll share it.
Okay, that's a great idea. That's super.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I think I've done that with like a couple of you guys. I don't know if I liked your thing, but I commented on it, thinking that would like draw attention to it, but that did not work. So okay, so now I got to go through and I got to go through and find all you guys and like your stuff. So
and I'll give you a hint too. Also, an easy way for all of us resellers that know each other is like, for example, you can go to my closet at Tonya Sheets and you can go see my likes, and that way you'll find real fast all the people that we know.
Oh wow, there you go.
Tonya's really gotten like in depth on this. This is great.
She got the whole. It's all scoped out and planned out. She knows exactly the whole grid thing.
Yeah, this is going to be a hardcore posher. I can feel it.
Now, what are you selling mostly over there now, Tonya? Are you selling like a lot of jewelry? Are you selling more jewelry? Are you selling more clothes? Are you selling? What are you?
I have a love-hate relationship with clothing. I really love the clothing. It's just time-consuming.
Right.
Right now, I have a lot of jewelry listed over there because, like we were discussing before the show started, I really like how I do not have to pay a ton of insertion fees and relisting fees over on Poshmark compared to, say, eBay. So a lot of my jewelry is listed over on Poshmark. So I've just been trying to build that up. And
gotcha.
Yeah. And I'll probably continue building it. And why not? It's totally free.
Right. Definitely.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is one of the definite advantages. You can kind of, submit and forget kind of idea, I mean, you don't forget it, but you don't have to fiddle with it. You don't have to worry about fees or it ending and you relisting. And that's one of the definite advantages I see.
Definitely. Awesome. Okay. I just posted a question in our little side chat over here. Did you guys see that? It's from Ben Flip.
I just answered it in the chat.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll just read it out loud for anyone who's watching this later or whatever. So anyway, Ben Flippin' Hard Goods, it says, is there a limit on how many private discounts you can offer per item? I do it every time I get a like, but maybe a mistake.
No, that's actually a really good strategy. You can only send a private discount of the same amount to someone once.
Okay.
So like my discount, I think I offer 20% off. as soon as someone likes something from my asking price. So it's not going to go to all the other people who liked it once they've received it, just that one new person who liked it. And then if I ever decide to do it lower, everyone will get it again. But you can only send the same price once.
Now, do you automatically, whenever somebody, puts a little heart next to, your item, is, we get our little notifications all the time. As soon as do you just automatically send them basically a private offer?
I try to. If I'm not busy, I'll do it. But like, oh, I just got one right now.
Hey, drink, Lauren.
Right now. But just if I'm next to my phone, I do it. I get tons of them at night, and I'm not as active then. But I feel like if I do it right when someone likes it, they're probably going to buy it.
Oh, I wish I had that problem. I got tons of them at night.
Right? Oh, people are saving my profile, so they must be saving my closet. It's probably people who are watching us.
Nice.
So I can't send them an offer. Never mind. I was going to show you what it looked like, but.
Oh, okay. I got what you're saying.
So thanks everyone who's liking my profile right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, yeah, because I think there was another one it was close to another one of the questions I had. Hang on.
I can pick some up in the Facebook group if you like.
Yeah, that'd be great, Tonya.
Okay. So Cheryl Kavadsky asked a 3-part question. She says, if you have a case opened against you, just one, does this affect traffic on your items that are listed?
No.
Okay, that's good to know. Second question also have any of you been to Posh Fest? Feedback if you have. I've never been to the Posh Fest. I see it's happening soon. It's going to be in Dallas in October.
Are you going to go?
Me?
Yeah.
I know. You would think that's close. It's still 5 hours away from me. Texas is a really big state, right? Probably not. I just looked online briefly at it. It looks like tickets are running about $200. It's a 2-day conference, a fashion conference. So
I really, really want to go, but I don't know if I can drop that much cash because I would fly, which is more money. And then I would probably want to rent a car, which is even more money. And it's at a terrible time of the year for me too, with my full-time day job.
And I'm sure you would shop somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, we'd have to go thrifting, Lauren.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, see, there's another, big chunk of change.
Do you know how many good stores are in that area? Oh my gosh. Like, I've been down there before. They even have a Last Chance over there close by. Like, I'd go nuts.
Right.
They have crazy thrift stores down there.
Or
Tonya
maybe
knows all about it.
maybe if we're all into it this time next year, we can maybe all plan on going. That would be a lot of fun, right?
That would be really fun. But I might change my mind and bite the bullet and go. We'll see. But as of right now, I do not have plans to go.
Yeah. Well, let me get to the last part of that question. Let's see. She says, sorry, I'm getting notifications here. I'm piece by piece. Goodness gracious, now the whole thing just popped away. You know how when you get notifications on Facebook and it pops up like right on something you're trying to read and you accidentally click on the notification? That just happened. Sorry. I'm trying to find the last part of her question. Well, while we're waiting, Andy, do you think you'd ever consider going to a Poshmark?
I don't think so. I mean, I would be more apt to go into like a reseller rally or something like that versus a Posh Fest or something like that. I don't think I'm that big or that influential on there. You know what I'm saying? To go to that. But
I don't know. Give it another year.
Yeah, and that's just it. Who's to say where things will be next year? Because I'm making some decent money over there on top of my eBay stuff, which is great. So next year, who knows? We'll see what happens. So
Yeah, I mean, if all of my friends were going to go, I'd find a way to make it happen for sure.
Yeah, you get that mob mentality. They're like, "Come on, you gotta go." You gotta go. Yeah,
I mean, I am in Texas. Do they always do it in Texas, Lauren?
No, they change all the time. They actually did it in Chicago. I think it was
Just recently,
I think I
wasn't it?
remember that. Yeah.
September, but I didn't go because I'd already gone to the reseller rally. And if I'd known that they were doing it in Chicago, I would have made sure I had enough time off to take so I could go to both, because I thought it would have been really cool to go.
Okay, now they just did something in Chicago, or it might have been Schaumburg. It was one of the suburbs. It was called a sip and share. Are you familiar with what that is?
Each state. So they used to have suggested users on Poshmark. This will be a long explanation because I'm trying to give you guys like the history of how this started.
That's
so
good.
I used to be a suggested user on Poshmark. It's what a Posh ambassador is now, but there are way less of them. Like Poshmark had to pretty much pick you and vet you to be one of these people. And I used to host Posh parties a lot more often too, because there were less of us. I was hosting one at the reseller rally. Lonnie was sitting with me when I was doing
I remember that.
I had to plug my phone in, and I was like talking to everybody and looking at my phone the whole time.
That's so exciting.
But anyway, these suggested users get pinpointed by Poshmark to host these, and then they put it out on social media and they organize everything. So they're actually talking to Poshmark about it. And I think now you can volunteer or something when you're a Posh ambassador. I haven't looked at any of the rules since it's changed. I know the gal who does it in Minnesota, and I don't have anything to do with it, so I just show up when they do them if I can. But they're fun.
That mostly women go to, because like when I see like the little thing for Chicago, and I kind of checked it out because Schaumburg's not overly far from me, maybe an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes. But it was like, I kind of see like the little itinerary. It was like all women. And I'm like going, yeah, this is probably not going to be a good place for just one dude to just randomly show up.
Hey, 6'5" guy running around.
Being a guy. So like, I know Minnesota, we have our own Poshmark group on Facebook where we all talk to each other and plan these events. If you join, so they know like guys are actually in there,
I gotcha.
Things might change, or maybe they pinpoint you to be like a contact person to help plan, because that's really cool.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because
you just gotta get involved.
Because that's all I need is another Facebook group to join and monitor.
Right.
One more out of the 300 we're already in, right?
Oh my God. It's funny because like so many people are like, "Oh, hey, did you see my post on Facebook?" Or, "Hey, did you?" No, I see nothing that any of my friends or anybody like that does. Like, you know, if I get on Facebook and you see my timeline, literally everything is all reseller related or something like that. I mean, it's like I rarely ever see anything. Even my mom asked me the other day. She put some silly post the other day, and she's like, "Hey, did you?" No. She goes, "Well, I wonder why you didn't comment." I'm like, "Mom, I don't see anybody's stuff but reselling related stuff. That's all that shows up."
So there's a really good question in the chat. Is there a place to search sold listings like eBay? You can search any sold listings on Poshmark if you just go into the category of what you're looking at. So I usually do it by brand. That's how I'll pull stuff up. And instead of it's like under the filter. Hold on, let me look. So
yeah, can you actually like screen share that? Show us how to do this, because I'm actually interested.
Yeah, let me sign in here quick.
Yeah, I do it on my phone all the time while I'm like shopping at Goodwill.
Yeah. I do it all the time too. But the trick is some people share their sold listings that are old. So when I do it, I change to just in, because then I know it's the freshest thing that's sold.
Right. And when I do any searching, that's how I always do it. I always hit just in. Yeah, exactly.
Really? That's a good tip.
Yeah, because
I'm going to screen share and then I'll walk through it really slowly so I can go through it with you guys.
Do I need to click on her so it stays on her, or?
That'd be good.
Probably.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Let me know when we're ready.
Okay. It should be on you, Lauren.
Okay. So say I wanted to, I was just looking at Prada stuff earlier. I'd click on Prada. I like to sort by just in, and this is way easier on a desktop, by the way. There's a couple more steps if you're on your phone, but you'll see what they are. I can do that after if you want.
Yeah, I can show you.
Do it by price range, and then just click down where it says available and click sold.
Oh,
and then they show an order. So you get, ooh, someone got a killer deal here because I can tell that that's real by looking at it. Wow. but you can just see the sold listings from like the last couple days in this
Okay.
category. I have that purse. Maybe I should sell it. But
Why
let me
should I
know
think
for
like
one
Lauren's
more.
at a completely different level than like the rest
yeah.
of us?
Totally.
Like Louboutin shoes, I look these up all the time because I pick them up all the time. And you never know, like, if you're going to find a rare style. Like, some of them will sell for a ton. You just never know. So I look at solds on Poshmark every day. I look at solds on eBay every day, too, because I want to know what's selling so I can know what to pick up.
Smart.
I'll flip back here.
I like the just in tip, too.
How do I end my screen share?
Oh, let me
Click on it again.
Touch the button again.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Stop sharing. Okay. Oh, let me click off.
But yes, if you're new at reselling clothes, especially, research solds every day for at least an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
Every day.
important.
Because the stuff on Poshmark, I mean, it sells for completely different than like eBay. I think it does. I mean, me personally, I think I'm getting more money on my items on Poshmark than I am on eBay for like items.
Right.
Does that kind of hold up for you, Duane, on the stuff that you're selling? Do you seem to be getting more about average?
Yeah, I actually price mine a little bit higher just for that 20% versus 10%.
Right.
Differential. So,
But,
yeah, I mean, everything, like I had yesterday or day before, I had a tie sale.
Mm-hmm.
That had they gone to eBay, they would have got it quite a bit cheaper, but it's the same thing. It's just a nicer, easy tie over here. So,
right.
So I was going to show you guys on the phone how to share, or not how to share, but to look up. And that's really how I do it whenever I'm in the store. Do you guys do that?
Yep, all day long.
Okay, so I don't know
you
if
do that on like you'll look stuff up on Poshmark when you're in the store.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially
I'll
with
just
clothing.
actually search when I'm in the store. Like
Yeah.
I'll just type it in to search, especially if I know what it is. Like if I know it's a specific whatever, like J. Crew has style names in the tag, so I can usually figure out what it is. I'll put it in and then I just click sold and then I'll filter by just in and then they come in order of the solds. So I'll know if I'm getting $10 or $20 or $30 or whatever, like whatever the average is. And then I'll usually price up from that by about 20 to 30% because I figure it'll sell on an offer. So
you click on two buttons. So you sort just in and then you filter sold, right?
yes, after I type in the item that I want. So like, let's say I wanted.
Show them where that little filter is. Does
J.
it show?
Crew vest. Let's say I'm going to search for a J. Crew vest, if you can see. So I type that in to the search bar.
It's just white, but if you turn down your brightness, Lauren, it might show up better.
Okay, hang on. Better?
A little bit, yeah.
So I'm searching for a J. Crew vest. I'll click on that. They all show up. There's a little tab at the very top next to the search bar that says sort. You want to sort by just in, and then you have to scroll to the side a little bit, and then you can go to the availability and then click sold. And then it'll be in order of the most recent solds of that item.
Awesome.
And J. Crew vests are selling for around $25 right now, if anyone's curious.
Murphy the Esky said that he said he does that they do the search under the brand selection, but some of the vintage brands don't seem to be listed.
Vintage, I found, does not do as well on Poshmark unless it's designer vintage. Vintage is something that when I find it, I always list it on eBay because it's going to do way better.
Okay.
Do you sell on Etsy at all, Lauren?
I haven't actually sold anything. I have an account, but I haven't actually sold anything. But I have lots of friends, not YouTube friends actually, which is really weird, but like in-town friends that sell on Etsy. So I figure whenever I go to do it, I'll just ask them what the heck I'm doing.
got to get that network.
Right.
Even the knowledge network.
That are stay-at-home moms that actually do like graphic design pieces that they'll sell on there, or bracelets and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Wow, we have a lot of people in the chat right now. I'm like looking away for a second and then I lose my place.
Yeah, the chat is like really hard. It's really hard to follow. I've been trying to kind of at least just grab some of the questions out of here.
So
and stuff
sorry,
like that,
guys.
so.
If we miss one of your questions, just repeat yourself again because we're trying here.
See, Princess Casserole asks, says that she doesn't understand why you would buy anything at full price if you almost always get an offer. Yeah, with that making
had it happen though.
Yeah,
right.
I've had
Yeah,
a lot of full price sales. I think it's just totally up to you if you want to send an offer or not. I buy a lot on Posh, and I don't get offers for everything that I like and end up buying. Usually, if I like something and I want to buy it, I'll wait to see if they send me one. If they don't send me one, I'll wait like 3 or 4 days, and then I'll send them an offer. And the stuff I usually end up taking home is something where they didn't take my offer, and I see it sitting there like 3 months later, and then I send them the same offer again, and then they accept it.
Ah.
Now, does it show up again that you had initially sent them an offer?
Yes.
Because like, okay, that's what it basically saves it. Because I've had a couple things where somebody has done that to me as well. Like I decline some. I don't make a habit of declining stuff, but like I've had a couple people that just sent me something absolutely off the wall, and then I realized that our little chat back and forth was going nowhere, and it's like, okay, we're playing with $1 here, and we're so far apart. This is just, okay, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up finally declining somebody. Well, about 3 or 4 days later, I get a message from the same person again, wanting it something more reasonable, but that whole chat was all still there. So I didn't know if 2-3 months down the road, if that stays, how long that stays.
It does.
That's good to know.
Forever, for the life of your listing.
Okay.
If you relist your item, it goes away.
Okay, so like if you take it down and relist it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I love that. I wish that they did that for eBay.
Yeah, that is kind of nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Because especially if someone like declines when you counter them and then they come back at you with whatever you countered them, you can see. Like,
right. That is pretty cool.
That they actually came back with the offer that you gave them if they didn't take it the first time.
Where like with eBay, you would have to search through tons and tons of emails. Say, I think I recognize that name, and then have to go. And then, I've probably already deleted the guy's email by then. So yeah, I do really like that feature. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or eBay, they got a lot of catching up to do, right?
You know what? I mean, honestly, I think, I mean, in my personal opinion, I think Poshmark is doing a lot of things right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just so different and innovative. You know what I mean?
Something I might do in the future, I was actually going to talk to you guys about this before the show started, but maybe it's good that I'm doing it live because people can tell me their feedback if it's something they want to hear. I was randomly just talking to one of my good girlfriends who I'm going to see this weekend, and she was talking to me about buying stuff on Poshmark. And I haven't talked to her saying that I sell on Poshmark. Like, she knows I sell on eBay, but she's like, oh, I just found this new app, Poshmark. It's so awesome. And she was talking to me about it. And I was wondering if I did like an interview of a Poshmark buyer, if someone would be interested in that. Like, would you guys want that, to hear what someone buying on Posh likes and dislikes about it?
Yeah,
so maybe
definitely.
we can change our listings to fit. Like, I would tell her what I was doing, of course.
Yeah, fresh meat, bring her in.
I think that would be really cool, but I don't know if our viewers would think it was interesting. We probably would.
Well, it may give people an idea on how they search for things.
Yeah.
Like on eBay, there's different ways to search for things, whether they look in categories or just type it in and go, closest to me, least amount of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, knowing how somebody search for things you can pinpoint how you make keywords in your description and such.
I was planning on,
I think it'd be great,
this weekend. So I was thinking if I sat down with her at a table and filmed while I was asking her all these questions, if anyone would be interested in listening to that. So
I'm sure somebody would.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of like I put like in the title, always be learning. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be the first person to admit on any platform, on anything like that. I will never be the first person to say that I know everything about everything, because I'm telling you what, I learn stuff all the time, and I love learning new things. I love to learn new stuff.
Me too. Well, and I feel like other people shop differently than we would shop, because we're always looking for the cheapest price, like the hot thing. I've been reselling for 15 years. Like it's wired in my brain the way that I shop, and I know I don't shop like someone else would.
Right.
So I just want to
Gotcha.
know if I'm marketing my items the correct way, I guess.
Yeah, Todd at Speed Trap Collectibles was saying, you said, yeah, have her come to you and do it as an interview, basically, like on like your channel or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, she doesn't live here. She lives 2 hours away. She's coming to our cabin this weekend. So I thought if I just recorded myself talking to her, like it's probably
have her set up her laptop and you set up your laptop and you guys can like just cam from across the table. You know what I mean? No one will know where you guys are at.
We will see. I hope she can do it. Otherwise, I can ask her if she'll try to do like a live with me where I could ask her questions and then have people chat, because I think it would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be really cool. Yeah.
So Princess Casserole has a good question. Is there a size limit to the closet?
That's a very good question,
Ooh,
Carla.
yeah.
I don't know the answer to. Do you know, Lauren? If there's a size limit to a Posh closet?
You know, I don't. Sorry, that's what I was looking at when you guys were talking about it. I don't think that there is. I think you could have a ton. I was looking at some of the bigger sellers that I follow that have been on here like since Posh started. And one person has 5,000 something listings. That looks like the biggest one.
Wow.
That sounds like my nightmare, but
that's a logistical mess right there.
I couldn't even imagine.
Exactly what I'm thinking, Duane.
I wouldn't think they'd limit you because it's free listings, so I feel like they wouldn't cap you. I personally delete out most of my solds every couple months because I don't want my closet to be too big. I want people to see things that are available and not have a bunch of stuff that's old showing up.
Now, do you normally just delete them like after you've gotten your 5-star review or your whatever? Is that when you usually delete them? Okay.
I usually will just take like an hour and go on my desktop and then delete them because you have to do it one by one. I'll just sit there with a cup of coffee or something and delete a bunch of them.
But you save some of your favorites, right? Your bragging ones, your little bragging ones.
Yeah, like I have like a red bag on there that I sold a while ago, and I think I sold it for like $800 or something, and I left that on there. I leave some of the Louboutins on there because I know specifically certain people looking for Louboutins, they'll look for certain styles. And if they see that I've sold a lot of them, they'll follow me and then wait until I get another pair in so they can buy them. So
here's another question about when we were talking about searching for solds. If you delete them, does that delete well?
You cut out on me again. I'm sorry.
So when you're researching sold listings, if you have deleted yours, will yours show up in that still, or is it gone out of that?
No, it's gone. But I mean, I research sold so often that I don't care if it's gone 3 weeks later or 3 months later.
Well, I was just curious if everybody went through and let's say everybody in Poshmark went and deleted all their sold listings, then that sold thing wouldn't have anything in it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it removes it out of that completely. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be.
I'm trying to like catch up with this chat. It's
yeah, these guys
are missing questions.
This guy's got so much stuff. Yeah.
David said hello to Steven's staff, and every time I see that, I have to laugh because he says, "Hello, rock and rollers."
David's a good guy. You guys should go check out David's channel. He's getting started on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, go check out David's channel.
So Joni, who is like a huge Poshmark person, says, "How do you delete sold listings, Lauren?"
Well, I haven't done it in like 3 months, so I don't know if it changed. Let me click into it here and see.
Yeah, because it seems like I tried to do it from the app on my phone and I couldn't.
Don't you do it the same way that like you would like just remove it, a listing?
Yeah, delete, or what do you call it?
Because I remove a lot.
What?
They took away the option to delete them.
Yes.
Souls?
Oh my gosh.
I don't even see an option. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, there must be some.
Yeah, this just happened.
Yeah, this item cannot be edited. So
I
you
guess it's
can,
kind
once
of
it's-
cool, but I wonder if they'll automatically like make them fall out of your closet then. Because I
Maybe
think some
like
of
a
the
3 month
girls
thing or
sell
something like that.
20 things a day. I mean, that's gotta.
Well, I
What'd you
wonder if
say?
you can't you
So
go
you
in
sell
and
20
like,
things a day?
I know people
Oh my
who
goodness.
do.
Oh, I thought you said you. I was like, holy cow, that's
I
awesome.
have before actually, but
Oh, that's
is there a
amazing.
way
That's
to
crazy.
like maybe archive them or something?
look at me
So they're
preaching
not
that
actually
I'm so
deleted, but they're
smart, and then I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. Everyone just ignore me.
no, because it sounds like you used to could do it, but they just
Yeah.
recently took that option away.
Well, you can just see how lazy I am because I haven't done it for a while.
Wow.
But yeah, I could see for the people who are selling, like you guys said, 20 items a day, to where that would be a lot of clutter in your closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Interesting.
usually shove all mine to the bottom. I don't even know how many are in there right now. I'm trying to scroll down to where they are so I can even look.
Yeah, and that'll happen naturally too if you do a lot of sharing.
Yeah.
Hickory Springs said, is there a way to move all the solds to the bottom? Does that basically just happens if you just basically share your, like during
Yeah.
one of like the big,
Keep
during one
sharing.
of the big parties or whatever, like was it the 9 o'clock party or the whatever it is where you can
Mhm.
share your entire store, just share everything but your solds, right? And then the solds all drop to
Yeah.
the bottom, correct?
Then they get pushed down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, holy cow, I've got a ton of solds in here.
Yeah.
Too bad I didn't delete them.
That was-
yeah, sure, rub it in.
That was one of the things that took me a little bit to learn was like kind of like how to organize my closet. And I finally started doing that through like those parties because, you know, like on eBay, everything's like by category, you know, I mean, it's like, or like if you set your store up, I guess you can, you know, I have hats in a category and I have shirts in a category and ties and shoes in the categories. But on Poshmark, it's, if you don't touch your thing, it's just, your stuff is just up there exactly how you list it. So it took me a while to figure out how to group all my ties together and my hats together and my shoes together. And yeah, you basically just do that through your, I guess, through the different parties. So
See, and I
Well,
went
I
to
actually-
somebody's Posh closet just earlier, like yesterday, and they had it so organized that it was by like color, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, how can you go through and get everyone, you know, everything that's yellow, and they, you know, they have hundreds of
gosh.
items, and just all the yellow ones show up, and holy cow.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's some serious
That was
organization.
actually that's actually one of the questions I have wrote down. Is it's real similar to that, but it says, as a buyer, how do you like to see a closet set up? It was-
I set my own closet up with the pricey stuff at the top, and then prices decrease as you scroll down.
oh, okay, so you kind of have yours already set. Like, now, can you search by lowest to highest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but I personally would rather sell those pricey items first. So if people have to scroll through all those to get to the cheaper stuff, they're
Gotcha.
probably going to find something they want before they get to the bottom. So that's the way I looked at it. But
That's actually pretty. That's pretty good.
So
I didn't
the
think
one I was just talking about, she's in the chat. It's the Hank All in Cash. It's
Oh,
her
really?
closet.
I didn't even see you were in the
Yeah,
chat.
it's by color. I'm like, holy cow! I don't even know how to do that.
I love Hank. I haven't seen you for a long time, Hank.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing
I was
good.
looking at her closet earlier. I shared some things, and yeah, I noticed it was really color organized. Now
Yeah,
that
I was
think about it.
surprised. I thought maybe it's just me, but no. As I went through, I was like, holy cow!
Hank is very organized. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, you need to get that OCD checked out. You know,
Yeah,
don't let it spread.
that's great.
Oh
Awesome.
man. Yeah, I need to actually go in my closet because it's gotten a little out of order in my price point because I've been listing so many dresses in the last month. So I kind of need to go through and update it. It's
So
kind
now,
of
how do
right now.
you? And it's just how do you sort like that? I mean, everything I've done, it's just in there. I mean, I don't have that many, so it's not that
So
big a deal. But how would you want to, if you wanted to move something, how would you do it?
I'll show you. Hang on, I'll screen share.
All right.
If you guys don't want to lock on me again here. So I'm gonna go to my closet.
Hang on, let me lock you. Okay, there, you're good to go.
Holy cow! Look at that, 83,000
So-
followers.
Let's say I want to sort from high to low.
Right.
So you do this, but then I just choose my available listings. And then you start from the bottom. and work your way up. So then all of the more expensive ones are on the top. So you can see the priciest stuff in my closet right now. Oops, there's the bag I sold, just extra pictures from when there was only 4 pictures on Poshmark. I guess I can delete that now. But
wait
like,
a second.
this is the most expensive thing in my closet right now. This dress is actually sold. I sold it on eBay. Whoops. So I should probably change that to not being available. Oopsies. I'll do that
So
right
even
now.
though you're sorting your closet like that, it's going to remember that, and when people go look at your closet, it's going to look that way. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Once you share it, that's the way it looks to everybody. So you can see I just shared this because I changed it to not for sale, but I shared these all in a certain order. And if you want to share your whole closet to get it in an order, just choose available listings. And if you want to set it up like mine, set it from price high to low, and then start from the bottom and work your way up.
Okay. Clicking each individual one, correct?
Yep.
Sharing
Okay.
each one.
Right.
And then they will be in order by price.
Gotcha.
Holy cow. That's way too much work.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I
I've made a
am
lot
way
more
too
sales
lazy
than
for that.
I have mine all set. I have mine all set by pretty much by items. So this is, I got women's shoes all together. I got, men's shoes all together, hats together, ties. And it's hard enough just to keep that together.
There we go. I'm back.
Holy cow. Yeah, that's way too much work for me. I'm way lazier than that.
Well, I really only have to do that like once a week because the things that I list are usually price point items together. So like I'm listing dresses. I'm obviously going to list all my new with tags dresses together. I list most of my other dresses that are the similar price point together. So it's not that hard for me to do that. If I go
So let's say you had 1,000 listings, right? And you get something that you need to put in the middle. You just start sharing from the bottom until you get to the spot you want to share this new item and put it in that way?
You can sort. If you just share your whole closet once, you can resort everything. So just share your whole closet. I list everything I can at once, and then I will just share my whole closet after.
Is there a way to actually just share the entire closet at one time without having to click each individual item?
Nope.
Like, can I just like select all my crap, or
nope?
That's what I wish that they had a feature that I could just do. I could click available and then just hit share all.
Yeah, exactly. Or even a little check mark. You want to do all these 5, and then you could, bulk share those 5.
Right.
It'd be really awesome.
We need a Poshmark person that works at Poshmark. We got a complaint here.
I think they do it so that it doesn't get cluttered with junk. And I think it's actually,
it makes it harder to spam like a party and stuff like that. I got you.
It's a lot harder to spam anything, like people's feeds. Like you actually have to work at it to get your stuff shared.
And probably so many people do this stuff through their phone or a tablet. I mean, personally, I think it's so much easier on a laptop or a PC to do all that sort of stuff than it is through, my phone. But it's just me personally. I don't know.
Really, I'm just the opposite. It's super fast for me to share on my phone.
Really?
I do both. I think sharing is faster on a desktop, but listing for me is way faster on my phone.
Oh wow! See, I try not to use my phone for any part of it.
That's me too. But
we got
these huge fingers that they're definitely not cell phone friendly. That's for sure.
No.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm sure we have a bunch more questions now. I'm trying to see here. Ooh, here's one. Lauren, have you considered hiring a sharer? That is something I will probably never do because it's against Poshmark rules, and I've spent a lot of time building up my closet to be where I am on Poshmark. And I feel like they're going to figure it out. All the people that are doing that and talking about it, Poshmark's going to figure it out that you're hiring someone to do this.
No. What about the bots? Because I've gotten people have sent me stuff either through my YouTube channel. I've gotten stuff that shows up that says, "Hey, join my service, and we like put out massive shares, grow your followers and all that stuff for for our $39.95 or whatever.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. No,
I was watching.
Okay. No. Believe me, if you look at my closet, I'm definitely not doing that. So, but yeah, I mean, I've had gosh, I've had probably 2 or 3 different outfits reach out to me and say, hey, we've got this service, join our service. I mean, I don't know if they're wanting me to promote it or do whatever, but it's like, I'm not doing that. I had, I didn't even, it's basically like some software, I guess, that you download and you can use or whatever. But yeah,
Poshmark will be able to tell. Like, even when I share my entire closet, because I have so many listings, I'll do it usually in the mornings. I was talking to Tonya about this earlier today, but I get a thing that I need to click. Oops, I think I'm echoing here. I'll move my computer over a little. I get this little box that pops up asking me if I am spam because I'm sharing so many at once.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Those bots, like, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you hired a person to do it, maybe, but at the same time, like, I don't know if that's really worth it. I share my closet, my full closet, once a day, and I feel like that's way more than enough. And then if I have extra time, I'll share specific things out to parties.
Now, are you doing that all at once? Or are you doing a little bit here and there with the different parties?
I usually share the whole thing at once in the morning because that's the time that works the best for me, and I like that time. It's pretty
like you're clicking on every item, sharing every item.
But if I do it on my desktop, I fly through. It takes like 15 minutes to do my whole closet, every single item.
So are you sharing it just to your followers, or you're sharing it to a specific party?
Just my followers.
Just your followers. Okay. And
but if someone searches by a brand, so like say you woke up in the morning and you were looking for new sunglasses and you looked up the brand, since I just shared my item, it's going to be one of the first things you see.
Correct. Okay.
And I feel like a lot of people shop in the morning, so that's my strategy. Yeah, and I know a lot of people shop at night, but I'm sleeping at night, so I don't really want people to send me offers at night that I can't respond to. So I'd rather do it in the morning.
So is there a big party that goes on in the morning like there is at night? Probably not, right? Just that one time. So this is a good thing to know. Some of you might not know, but you can pretty much share anything in your closet for the 9 o'clock party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know that for a little while. That's why I bring it up. I didn't know. Yeah. Maybe some people might not know.
Yeah, I usually do mine right after the reseller 6-pack show on Sunday night because I'm already up. It's already like 9:30. The party started. And I was like, I could do my whole closet like right after that show, which is great. But yeah, because I only get to do mine usually on possibly Friday night. Depends if we go out or do whatever. But yeah, on Saturday night, Sunday night. I mean, I usually get to do that 3 nights, but. Do the whole closet, but at least it's like I use that time then basically to organize my closet because if I've listed new stuff and what have you, God, my thing looks horrible at the beginning, and I'm kind of OCD too, where it's like I got all this random oddball stuff, and then my thing all looks nice, I'm like so.
Well, something else I'll say too that I've noticed for years, like I know everybody's getting into Posh now, but even like way back when I was on Poshmark. If you share at night on Fridays and Saturdays, you're going to get a lot of sales because people are playing. Seriously, I swear. Like when we're up at the lake, before I go to bed, I sit and I try to share as much as I possibly can before I just fall asleep because I know I'm going to have sale in the morning.
That is a really good idea. So late at night, right before I go to bed, I'm usually playing like, what's that app called? Words with Friends.
Yes.
I'll play stuff like that. So when I finish doing that at night from now on, I'm just going to start sharing my stuff.
But I've noticed it does not help unless it's a Friday or Saturday because I think people go out to the bar and then they get home and they're like eating a snack or something.
Hey.
And like, I'm going to shop. Oh, that's really cute. Because the sales come through at like 3 a.m. So
I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to put in place all of your advice this week and see how it goes.
Yes.
Wow. I'm going to have to try that. That's pretty interesting.
Right.
That's when you said you did it after the six-pack show, Andy. I'm thinking, yeah, you think you do, but you only get like half of it done. You're like,
Yes.
I'm usually pretty good. I'm usually pretty good.
It's hard. Like, it's really hard. So I'm strategic at night what I share. I try to share the stuff that I really want to move or like my higher priced items because I'm really hoping someone will buy it for full price and not an offer.
Right. Lonnie brings up a good point. He says, or maybe they're out and they see somebody else wearing something they want on the weekend, right?
I've done that before.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So you women are totally different. I don't think I've ever been out like, man, I really like that guy's shoes. I think I'm gonna go on Poshmark and see if I can buy some shoes.
well, I'm thinking about my closet.
Right.
What
You know,
Andy
you go
just
out on a
said
Friday
to
night.
me every day. I literally do that every day, Andy. I'm somewhere and I'm like, oh, that's
man.
really cute. I should see if I can thrift one of those. Like,
Right. I'll do that with food too. If I see somebody eating something and I like it, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to have some of that, you know, put it on my grocery list.
yes.
I'd be more
I'm with you,
like,
Andy.
you know, if I went over to Duane's house and I see him using some funky tool or something, I'm like, oh, I need to get me one of those, you know.
yeah, if you see how it works, right?
You know, but if I go over there and go, wow, Duane's got some fancy shoes on, yeah, probably not gonna jump on his side and go scoop up these shoes.
That's honestly another reason I kind of don't want to go to Posh Fest because a lot of those girls that are super into Poshmark that are going, like, get different outfits every day and then they flip them on Poshmark and I'm going to see all these cute outfits and be like, ooh, I need to buy that. I need to buy that.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
be a very expensive trip for me.
Oh my gosh. Do you make it a habit?
Steph says, I'm right there with you guys. I've never thought about that with someone else's clothes. That's what Steph said. So.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. All right, does anyone else got any other questions for us? So
Yeah, we've been blabbering on for an
Yeah,
hour.
we've been on for an hour.
You guys aren't sick of us yet.
If anyone knows us, they know that we're all, you know, we're all
That's
here.
true, Lonnie.
We
There's times that I've seen a T-shirt that's cool, you know, a cool T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
That I might like, but I don't think I'm gonna go, you know, to merch and get one of those. Or I think, hey, cool shirt, dude.
Wow. Hey,
There you go. Nice.
Thanks, David, for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
Oh wow. Thanks, David.
Man,
Thanks, Steven.
that was not necessary, but much appreciated. Thanks, bud. Wow.
So, Andy, how's your Poshmark ambassador status going? How are you coming along with that?
I don't know. Do you want me to check it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you know what
check
that
it.
is.
62% now.
I honestly have no idea. Hang on here. I'm gonna log in here.
I need to do more sharing.
Okay,
of
how
other people's items.
do I find that? What is that under my?
Okay, so let's see. Go to. Let me start over so I can tell you. So click on your name on the bottom right. Your closet name on the bottom right. It should say at your Marshman, right?
Yeah. Okay, where do I do that?
And that should bring up where you need to be.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. The bottom right. Yeah, I'm
Wait,
completely
are you on your
lost.
desktop, Andy?
I'm on my desktop.
Of course, we're on the desktop.
I have fat fingers.
Well, I am sitting here looking at my
Would it be
phone.
under like it's probably under account settings, correct? Maybe.
And I'm trying to find it too now. So
hang on.
Account settings.
Yeah, and then you go to my Posh stats.
My what?
My Posh stats.
Where's that under account settings?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on my phone.
No, I don't see that.
No, your closet. Maybe. Hold on.
Yeah, what's my
account settings, share settings?
Okay,
Posh stylist, right?
No, go to my sales, and then it's on the left side on the
okay,
desktop.
my sales. Okay, hang on. You guys are killing me here.
Yeah, I know.
We're my Posh stats. Okay, I got you. I am 72%.
Wow, that's good.
Not too bad. Considering I haven't really done much of anything in the last couple of weeks, so I've been notoriously horrible about just listening and doing just stuff in general. I've been
Oh my gosh.
absolutely horrible.
You guys,
I'm at 41%.
I've never looked at this before.
What?
I've self-shared the items in my closet 139,837 times.
Oh my gosh.
I need a life, man. That's sad.
I think my self shares are 0.
And I've done 10,000 community shares, a little over, which means I've shared other people's.
Is that direct shares is the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Does that count? I have 0.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously do not do
I don't do
enough
that.
job
I don't
of
do that
promoting
either.
myself.
Yeah, I don't do that one
Wait a
either.
second.
I just share
saw
to
that
parties
earlier.
and that's it.
Wow.
I've shared 950 items, but no direct shares.
Yeah, I don't either, Duane. You and me are in the same boat.
I only have 1.
Yeah,
So
and I think I
I
actually have to do those to complete the ambassador thing.
You do. If you just go to other people's closets that you know and just start
Okay,
sharing
I got a
all the stuff,
question.
you'll get
I
enough.
keep seeing this a lot. That once, is this just a conspiracy thing or whatever? But because I've seen so many people make comments on this that they have steady sales, all they steady sales, and once they hit Posh Ambassador, it's like they say their sales just drop off the table. Does like Poshmark like change like something in their logarithm, or is it just I mean, I've seen like several people post this.
You know what it is?
I have
And they
no
don't
idea.
think about it, but I
just get
have thought
lazy.
about it because I see it all the time on Instagram. Everyone complaining, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
They aren't active anymore. They got to Ambassador, and then they're being
And then
lazy
they
with
just
their
quit.
closets.
Got you. They just get
Because
lazy.
Poshmark got used to them sharing all this stuff all day long,
Gotcha.
and now they're probably going in once a day, which is fine. But I've trained my Poshmark account to know that I go in like once a day, and I think that's why my sales are fine because I'm not constantly on there. But when it thinks you're constantly on there, it's messed up the algorithm to you, and it has to adjust. That's my personal stance on it, but
yeah, that's what Hank basically just said too.
that
and,
just makes sense to me because it's a social media platform essentially, so it's following how active you are.
Right. Gotcha. And that makes total sense.
Hank agrees with me. Thank you, Hank.
So is it bad that I really don't care to be an ambassador?
I don't really think it matters anymore. Like,
Yeah,
so many people are going to have it. Like, I already had it when it switched over because I was a suggested user, and I got that from being so active before.
I mean, because is there? I mean, honestly, is there any benefit to it? Because I see like so many people like have it on their thing. They make sure it's all in their little banner. They've got it all. You know, everybody's Posh. I mean, is there any advantage to having that? I mean, you know, like with eBay, you know, you get like the top rated seller ribbon or the whatever, you know, I mean, that means something. You actually get something for that. You know what I mean? It's not that, oh, I got this ribbon, neat, you know, thanks for playing, you know what you know, but I mean, for Posh Ambassador, do you actually get anything out of it? I mean,
yes, you have the ability to get chosen to host parties.
That's it.
That's one of them.
Okay.
I think you are supposed to get pushed up a little.
Okay.
And I think there is truth to that, especially if you're getting love notes on your sales. I think it really helps push you up.
Yeah, and he's not getting love notes.
Yeah, me neither. Not a 1. I got 5-star
Lonnie
ratings,
told me
but
you really
nothing.
like to decorate your packages, though, Andy. He said you
Yeah,
tie them
no,
up with
Andy's
ribbons
not doing that either. No,
Me neither.
Yeah, I imagine Duane does exactly the same thing I do. You just ship your stuff out exactly like eBay. Here you go. Hope you
Yep,
enjoy
absolutely.
your stuff.
In fact,
Right.
yesterday I thought, man, I really need to turn this box inside out because it says eBay all over it. And I'm sending it to a Poshmark. So I broke it down and I turned it inside out and taped it back up.
Nice. The one thing I really did like yesterday is like yesterday I sold a pair of I think they were LL Bean flannel line jeans. Okay, so these things are like super thick and heavy. And I'm telling you what, oh, it was so nice because I was able to fold them up nice. I shoved them in a box. Actually, didn't even shove them. I slid them nicely into a box. And I didn't have to cram them into one of those 6x9 little envelopes and, you know, get it out the door for $6. It was so, I was like, oh man, I go, this is great. I don't have to wad these things all up. So Yeah, that was really nice.
Take that out of it where you're trying to cut corners. Oh, I got to save 0.3 of an ounce so I can get under that, you know.
Yeah. I think it was Lonnie that actually said it one time, and I got a kick out of it. But I think he actually said, he goes, this is one thing with eBay is everybody's trying to cram an elephant into one of those padded poly mailers. You know what I mean? We're on Poshmark. Who cares? You just give me the biggest box I can get. I don't care. Right. Throw it all in there. It works. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice not to have to worry about that.
Yeah, I do love that aspect of it. But are any of you guys using like the thermal labels, or have you guys been able to get those to work for Poshmark yet, or are you guys still cutting and taping?
I'm still cutting. I tried every which way.
You have a zebra,
that just right?
Right.
Yeah,
you
I
have a zebra, right? And you still can't get them to work.
No, because no matter how I put it, it like cuts it off right in the middle. Even if I shrink it down and make it set right, as soon as I go to fit to page or whatever,
right,
it like cuts it halfway off. It's like, nah, forget it. I'm just going to cut and paste for now.
Okay. Because I've been actually thinking about getting like some sort of a thermal. Like I know the Rollo works pretty well because I think that's what it was the Thrifty Flamingo. I think she uses that, and I know I've seen some other people say something about the Rollo, so that must work pretty. And I think they're pretty reasonable. But yeah, I absolutely hate cutting, and I'm going through like so much more tape now, like once I went to like not the thermal labels, but the 2-up labels on a sheet, I was so happy because I was like, oh man, this is great. And my tape usage consumption went way down. And now that I've been selling on Poshmark, I'm like, I go through so much stinking tape. I cannot believe how much tape I go through. Just
first world problems, buddy. First world problems.
It's just, that I'm just lazy.
Tape at Sam's Club. That's what I do. My clear tape. It's way cheaper.
Yeah,
I just get it at Walmart. I just, it's right down the street. I just, but yeah, I know what you're saying. What's that?
Yeah, that's what mine is. This is like
the Bandit.
6 years old.
Oh wow.
This is the old Scotch tape one.
There's one of them that when you put it on, it's super loud. This one is not as loud, you guys.
Yeah,
the tape gun I got is extremely loud. It was actually it followed me home one day from work at an old job I had, and once I started selling on eBay, like pretty heavy and stuff, I was like, hey, I think I got a tape gun around here, and yeah, it's just an old, and that thing is so loud, and I never realized how loud it was because we used to use it in a factory, way back in the day, and I'm like, I get it here, and I'm trying to package up my stuff early in the morning because I wake up early, and my wife's like, I hear you down there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And you want to see quiet tape.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I have another tip. So I was just sitting here. I noticed Joni liked some of my stuff on Posh, and I was looking at her closet, and I noticed she does like Lauren does, and she has this picture right here. Like if you guys create a graphic for bundling, you might want to consider keeping that at the very top of your closet. Like for me, I'm always sharing out that one picture of Skippy with that banana-looking necklace and some other pictures that I really like, because when people come to my closet, I want them to see those things first. But now I'm going to start sharing out this one too, because I have a couple, at least one like this anyway. That's a good tip. So they know right away that you're willing to work with them.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Murphy the Esky says, have you tried to use the clear sleeves that you could just slip the label in and stick it on the package? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think
Jack said that too. I think you can order them on USPS.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm going to do that now that he brought it up. I'm like, hey, that's a great idea.
There's one right there.
Okay, so that's what you use, Duane?
I don't use them very often, but I have a bunch of them in case I need to. And there's, you get them free from UPS. I have this size, and I have a bigger one for FedEx.
Okay. Do you just fold your label over instead of having to cut it?
Yeah. Fold it in half, slip it in, and then this just sticks right onto the.
Cool. And then they don't have no problem scanning the barcodes through that and stuff like that.
Nope.
Awesome. Nope. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Here we go. Michelle Lathan's telling me how to do it on the Zebra. Shipping label set at 4x6. Okay. See, and that's what I've done, but it just doesn't. It still comes out weird.
Yeah. See, actually, that's what I did that on mine too, because it says it does work. It works with some inkjet printers, where but apparently, and I have a pretty new inkjet printer, but it doesn't work with mine. But the one thing that was nice with switching it to 4x6 is instead of putting the label in the center now, it shifted all the way over to the side, so I only have to cut I only got to make 2 cuts instead of making 4.
Oh my God, you are lazy. Man, I thought I was lazy, but no, you're even worse.
You guys want to see how lazy I am?
It's all about efficiency.
I don't know if I have one printed. Hold on. Oh, I don't. But I
literally have all these like L-shaped cuts of paper off.
And how mine prints. You know how it prints off? Well, this is half of an eBay one, but it'll work. So you get your whole thing, and it prints in the middle, right? I literally just fold the paper, and then I tape it on because I'm that lazy. Like, I don't want to take the time to cut it. I'm like,
fold to the edges, huh? Wow. Yeah, that's what Craig's copy says. Cutting
works though.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what I'm gonna have to do because believe me, I hate taping stuff. I'm so lazy.
You got to keep up. You got to keep your scissor skills sharp.
Yeah, it is amazing how all these little 10-second saving tips add up. To where it actually means something at the end of a month or something. You may have saved an hour.
Right, and especially like on like Monday morning, or if it's because Monday morning typically I'm up super early. Mondays are my day off, but I still wake up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning on Monday, so I come down and ship. But I spend an hour down here shipping. Yeah, so if I'm not down here, cutting and trimming all these stinking labels and doing all that, it frees up more time to be doing something else. Yeah, I want to be down here as little as possible.
You could have that extra cigar,
later in the afternoon.
Later in the afternoon, yeah. But it's still, that hour will carry through the day,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, every little bit that I'm not monkeying around with that sort of stuff is another minute I could be working on something else.
Yeah, it is. It's all about getting more efficient, finding little shortcuts and tips that work for you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just something as simple as actually setting up a dedicated shipping station down here, just for me. Well, here, I can actually kind of show you. I mean, it's a little rough, but like kind of off to the side, like I have a laptop up here, my printer's over here, and then all my shipping is all right. And then I have this little table set right here. But I mean, that's made things like so much more efficient for me, because I can do it right here instead of taking and trying to do up all these packages and then take them upstairs, print out labels, do everything else. I just have a dedicated station right here, which is definitely helpful.
Well, you saw I just turned around to grab,
Yeah, right.
All my shipping stuff is right here. Unless I need to find a box, and it's in the room next door. That's where all my boxes are stored. But the stuff that I use all the time, poly mailers are right behind me. You just turn around, grab them, and my printer's right here. So
I have like the exact same setup as you, Duane. All my boxes are in the garage. I have some flat, small boxes up here that I use a lot, like the USPS shoe boxes. I usually keep like 5 of them up here, and some envelopes. But otherwise, all my boxes go in the garage. And then I have, that's really messy, but I'll try to show you guys. Hold on. I use this table over here next to the window, and my printer's on there.
Oh, that's nice that you have a window.
Yeah, I look out the window, usually at my dogs while I'm shipping.
Nice.
Yeah, I have my scales right there, right, just to my left, and then my shipping supplies are, like I said, right behind me. You can see.
Very nice.
Right there. Right there's my printer, and then my scale is right there.
Lovely.
So it's just all right here. I mean, I don't have to go too far, but I'm not shipping big heavy items either. If I was shipping vintage electronics, I couldn't do that from where I'm at. Right. It's just too small.
Michelle Latham put another zebra workaround in there for you too, Duane.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, I hate that. That's the one thing I hate is that it does the PDF files. And I have had people actually tell me the same thing. It's like, well, you can then take and grab it, crop it, cut it. I don't have that kind of time. I just want to hit print. I want to hit print and be done. That's it. I was like, I don't be cutting and trimming and doing all this other stuff and everything on my lap. I just want to hit print and be done. That's it. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you, Lonnie. And Lonnie says, I just don't understand why printers are so difficult to use in 2018. I mean, for real.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, I got a bunch of other questions on here, but we'll get to those, I think, probably another time. You guys probably all want to get out here. We've been on here almost an hour and a half. You guys get anything else you guys want to throw out here real quick? Say otherwise, let's have about another 10 minutes if you guys want. Otherwise, we'll kind of wrap this up.
So the next show will be on my channel, right?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
And we'll look for that, you guys, I guess, in June, the first part of June.
Okay.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
I'm sure we'll have more questions by then. I know I will.
Oh my gosh. That's the thing is, you run into new stuff all the time. And I don't know if it's just maybe because it's so new. I mean, it would just keep, or this is new to a lot of us, I guess, that, yeah, there's just so many new, where like eBay seems to be just an old animal. Maybe it's just been around so long and what have you. I mean, I know they change things, but it's pretty much they roll out a change. It gets dumped on you and then you're good to go. But yeah, the Poshmark is just totally different. So
yes.
Yeah. Awesome. All right.
Plus we're old now and we don't adapt as easy.
Right. Awesome. All right. You guys got any parting words or anything like that? No. All right, Duane. Well, thanks a lot for popping in tonight. I appreciate it. That was great.
Sure.
So
yeah, thank you.
I figured there was a little estrogen heavy on your side, so
I don't mind. It's usually just Lonnie. So I mean, we're still a little estrogen heavy anyway, and
that's true.
But yeah, Lonnie jumped us tonight, so he's hitting the hard goods pretty heavy now. So I'm sure the clothing are the least of his worries. So
right. But well, yeah. Anytime I don't have a lot to share, I'm at the tail end. I'm at the very bottom. I'm just a beginner. Like I learned a bunch today just because I don't even sort anything, or I haven't got to that point yet. So yeah, but I will.
Hey, I learned a bunch of stuff even myself, and I think that's why we're doing kind of this for everybody. I mean, because there's I don't care how seasoned you are, you're still you're still going to learn stuff. I mean, I'm still relatively new, but yeah, I love learning new stuff, and I want to share with people as well. So yeah, definitely. So anyway, yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody, tonight. Totally appreciate it. Thank my panel and everybody for all being on here. You guys are awesome and knowledgeable, everything like that. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna do it. That's the time. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.